Joffrey. Nasikia niko na miss call yako.
Dennis Itumbi has fired back at former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua following claims that Gachagua made during an interview in London. I want you to listen to Itumbi first.
Mtu wangu, hii mambo ni ya God. Sasa ni ukweli nilianza kama blogger, actually nilianza kama correspondent, then nikakuwa journalist kwa media house, nikakuwa blogger. Ni ukweli kabisa, lakini sasa Mungu, hii ni story za Mungu, ameniinua na shikilia ofisi. Si hata wewe ulikuwa dio. Ni video tu tukumbuke ulifanya nini kama dio. Sijui hata kama kuna mtu anajua any project ushaifanya kama dio. Kwa kuwa tunajua tu wewe ni kama Methusela. Unajua video tunasema kama Methusela lived for 969 years. Wewe tunasema Rigiji, Joffrey was a dio. And that's it. Hakuna kitu kingine tunakumbuka. Haya, ukatoka hapo, ukakuwa PA wa former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Ile tu job ulifanya 2002 ni kumake sure Uhuru Kenyatta asishinde. Sisi tukaingia. Tukachapa job yetu, Uhuru Kenyatta akakuwa rais. Kuingia akatupatia job. Digital strategist, State House. Leo hii you can be employed as a digital strategist in government because to introduce scheme of service for bloggers to be digital strategist. As late as just 2 weeks ago, kuna adverts zimejaa za digital strategist kwa gava. So, tumechapa job. That's why hata wewe umeturecognize kule huko because umejua kuna janta tumechapa. Sasa, hebu nikuulize, ulikuwa unataka hii ofisi ilikuwa ya President Kibaki. After alitoka for 10 years na 10 years President William Ruto ibaki tu, ikae tu empty ndio fry. And by the way nikipewa hii ofisi, wewe ulikuwa deputy president. Haukuzusha, haukuandika barua, haukusema anything. Sasa unazusha cause uko nje. Si mimi, wewe ndio ulipigana na kila mtu. Hata mimi mwenyewe, kwanza mimi ulikuwa unanipiga physically. Sasa ukapigana na watu, wakakutoa. Sasa mimi nakujia wapi? Mimi ni job nimepewa.
So now let's get into it. What Gachagua said in that London interview was Gachagua was in the UK on what he calls a political tour. He sat down for an interview and made a claim that stopped a lot of people. He said when President William Ruto traveled outside the country, he does not leave the country to Deputy President Kithure Kindiki as the person in charge. He says he leaves Dennis Itumbi, a blogger, running government, coordinating Cabinet Secretaries above everyone. Gachagua did not stop there. He pointed to a viral video that was circulating online where senior government officials were in a crisis meeting during a nationwide fuel protest when Kenyans were on the streets, when Ruto was in Baku, Azerbaijan, attending the World Urban Forum. And according to Gachagua, the person running that meeting was not the deputy president. It was Dennis Itumbi. He also said Itumbi controls government messaging, that those statements you see coming from cabinet secretaries, from the DCI, from the state agencies, all of them, Itumbi writes to them. The only thing ministers are given is just to read what he gives them. And that was the accusation, public, on record, from London. Now, here is what Itumbi is saying back. Itumbi came back point by point, and he was not polite about it. He started with legacy. He called Gachagua Methuselah, reference to a man from the Bible who lived 969 years and nobody remembers even a single thing he did. He says to Gachagua directly, you are the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, and what exactly did you leave behind? What can anyone point to? What did you build? What changed because of you? Then he went further to 2002. He reminded Gachagua that one political act anyone remembers him for is trying to stop Uhuru Kenyatta from winning that 2002 election. That was his big moment, trying to stop someone, and he did not even succeed. Uhuru won and came into power, and the person Uhuru rewarded with a government role was him, Itumbi, and not Gachagua at that particular time. Then the office, Gachagua accused Itumbi of occupying an office that should not be his. Itumbi said that that office sat empty for 10 years under Kibaki, sat another 10 years under Ruto when he was the deputy, and now he tells Gachagua, you want it to be empty. Ruto gave it to him. You said nothing, no objection, nothing. Know that you are out of power, that you have opinions. Then Dennis Itumbi put something personal on the table. He says Gachagua used to beat him physically when they were with Uhuru. He explained Gachagua once ordered him to post on Facebook that Gachagua was the Mount Kenya kingpin, and according to Itumbi, he refused. Gachagua grabbed him by the collar, ready to assault him over a Facebook post. This is the man now lecturing Kenya about integrity and accountability. Then his record, loyalties for musicians sorted, artists being supported, film sector structured, drama festivals that had collapsed are back and running. All these things, Gachagua, according to Itumbi, never touched in 2 years as the deputy president, where those two have crossed hands before. So the fight did not started in London. This fight goes back that most people realize. The first major clash was inside the government itself. When Gachagua was then the deputy president, he accuses Itumbi and Farouk Kibet of wielding more power than constitutional appointed officials. He says they were blocking his access to Ruto, if you remember. Rigathi Gachagua claimed a meeting he had with Ruto about the affordable housing bill was cut short because Dennis Itumbi walked in under the pretense of time management and ended that meeting. Then came the physical confrontation at Eldoret State Lodge, where Gachagua wanted Itumbi to declare him the kingpin of Mount Kenya on social media. Upon that, Itumbi refused, and Gachagua grabbed him. That moment has never been resolved publicly, but it has never gone away either. Then came Gashagua's impeachment in October 2024. Itumbi was widely seen as part of the machinery that built the case against Gachagua publicly. The messaging, the narrative, the digital pressure, according to Gachagua, has always believed Itumbi's hands was in that. Then earlier this year, Gachagua sat for an interview and dismissed Itumbi completely, said he was a very junior blogger, said it was beneath him to even discuss Itumbi. He said he only speaks about Ruto because Ruto is his political competitor. But here is the contradiction in that you do not fly to London and make a blogger the centerpiece of your governance critique if you genuinely believe he is a junior. You don't not grab someone by the collar over a Facebook post if you think they are insignificant. So every time Gachagua has tried to dismiss Itumbi, he always accidentally confirmed exactly how much powerful he believes Itumbi holds in this Kenya Kwanza regime. The bottom line is that Gachagua made big claim in London that a blogger is running Kenya when the president is away. That is a serious governance accusation, and it deserves a serious answer. Itumbi answered it, but not directly. He attacked Gashagua's legacy, his history, his character, his record, and all of those he landed real blows.